Hey guys, today we are going to take a look at a Blood Thorns Necromancer, which is quite similar to the last build I shown you about Blood Necromancer with lots of summons. Today it's still with lots of summons, because why are you playing Necro if you are not playing with summons? But it's focused on Thorns. As you can see, my golem is not around anymore because I needed to add Iron Maiden to the build, and I just couldn't bring myself to remove the Blood Mist because it's the only defensive ability Necromancers have, really the only one, so I have to keep it in every build at least if I want to PvP. So let's take a look at the skill tree. Again, Hemorrhage level 1, don't add any more points in it unless it comes from the gear. Enhanced Hemorrhage initiates Hemorrhage to get some extra Fortify. This one would give you attack speed, but as you will see, won't really use Hemorrhage that much, only to regenerate essence. Again, Blood Surge. I see people using Blood Lance, but I find it extremely weak. I don't know, it's like you need to hit people 8 times to overpower, which sucks. With this you only need to hit them like 5 times, which is much better. Anyway, Blood Surge maxed out, get as much as you can from items because this is your main skill. Again, it's the best AoE skill you can possibly use. It's better than this, better than this, better than this, and better than this. Better than anything in AoE damage. It also heals you, so the heal is extremely important if you are like playing Thorns build, because the more you can regenerate, the more you can like get hit. So absolutely must use Blood Surge in any Thorns build. You use the Overpower here. You could also use the Fortified, but you already get a lot of Fortified because of this passive. So you have a 25% chance to fortify for 5% of your base life. You can even add one more point and you get 8% of your base life. So you don't really need to get fortified with Blood Surge also, as you will see later when I showcase how you use the build. So yeah, you take Overpower, a lot of damage, and also if you hit Overpower and Critical Strike, you one-shot people in PvP, and you one-shot, well, not one-shot, maybe two-shot most mobs of your level. Hued Flesh, you should add at least 2 points just to like summon your summons again, to have some bodies laying around. Blood Mist, again from items, if you get anything from items, like keep it. Blood Mist is awesome, but I will only add 1 point in it with Enhanced Blood Mist, because every time you will overpower, and you will overpower with Blood Surge, you overpower with Ratma's Vigor, and every time you overpower, Blood Mist gets reduced by 2 seconds, which is awesome. Also, Blood Mist also fortifies, another reason not to get this fortify here and to get the overpower. No. Mobs are here again, kill them. As you see, it's quite fast. I hope I don't have my effects on this time. Oh, okay, everything is off. Okay, anyway, let's keep moving. So, for Thorns build, you need to like max Spiked Armor, obviously. Skeleton Warrior Mastery, max it out. You can add some essence building when you break corpses, if you want. You can also add this, Fueled by Death, if you have some extra points. If you don't, I recommend essence, because the more essence you have, the more Blood Surge you can hit. And you can, if you don't have like essence building skills and passives, you are only going to hit Blood Surge 3 times in a row. which is not that great, but if you have, like I have, a lot of essence building skills and minions, you will just like hit continuously with Blood Surge. So getting back to it, now curses. There's no Thorns build that doesn't imply Iron Maiden. As you see, I have it maxed out right now with all the items I could find around Iron Maiden. It's double the base, 10 out of 5, so level 10. Use Enhanced Iron Maiden because it gives, so it costs nothing and it gives you essence when you hit with it. So what I should usually do to like really hit and kill mobs fast, I first Iron Maiden, I jump between them and I Blood Surge. Then again I run around because my essence takes time to recover. Iron Maiden, jump, Blood Surge. I will show you that a bit later. So Iron Maiden maxed with the only passive you can choose here, and Horrid Iron Maiden. When at least 3 enemies are affected, its damage is increased by 16%. You could also go for heal if you like want to be extra tanky in PvE. In PvP this is quite useless. Well, unless you plan to fight a player, go kill mobs, go fight him again, stuff like that. Anyway, we'll leave the PvP for later. Okay, so here close enemy takes, so that's Embrace is always maxed out while you are using Blood Surge because you need to jump in and always be between the mobs, so max it out always. Skeleton Mages, Mastery, max it, no question about it. Now in mobs again. Anyway, in the blood passives, like except transfusion, you could also use transfusion, but you don't generate many orbs with this build unless you get like a good item. So mending, it's very important because you get healed more. If you get healed more you deal more Thorns damage. Also, if you have extra points, max all of these. Again, I would completely forget about transfusion. It's not really useful. That's all in here. For the ultimate skill, Army of the Dead, this is what I usually use because at least in PvP my minions die very fast. Then I just like summon them again and they will deal Thorns damage again, which is again very useful. All of these max out if you can, if you have some extra points. So I still have some points to get from Fame. In this build you could also use Bone Storm because it gives you some damage reduction. So both things works, Army of the Dead or Bone Storm. The Army of the Dead focuses more on your minions' turns, and the Bone Storm focuses more on your personal turns. But I believe the power of Necromancer is in the minion turns. So I would really use use Army of the Dead. Okay, in key passives, this is again useless in PvP, in PvE, in like everywhere, it's useless. This is quite awesome, but I don't use shadow skills because I don't like shadow skills. They are boring and slow. They do deal a lot of damage. Okay, so in PvP I think Shadow Blight it's awesome, but I like a build that works everywhere. Here, Radma's Vigor increases your maximum life, and you also overpower every 15 seconds, which is nice because you will overpower a lot. You overpower with this, you overpower with this, which means that you have your defensive ability more often. Okay, let's go into the items. This build is not perfect mainly because I don't yet have the Thorns armor. There's a unique armor that gives you like 10,000, 5,000, 10,000 Thorns, which is awesome, but I don't have it yet. So I just found this armor that gives you a lot of resistances and some very nice Thorns. This helm, oh, and it increases the amount of skeleton mages, right, by 2, which means more Thorns. So more Thorns here because of skeleton mages. This increases the skeleton warriors, which means again more Thorns damage, because the more minions you have, the more Thorns you are going to give to enemies, which is nice. It also have 3 ranks to Iron Maiden, so that's absolutely awesome. And it also have skeleton mages inherit 9% more of your Thorns, which is very, very nice, because that's the maximum amount, at least for my level. Here, this is an awesome passive for PvP, which says like this: enemies afflicted by your Iron Maiden have 22% chance to be stunned for 1 second when they deal direct damage. So basically, people will always be cursed with Iron Maiden, because that's the first thing you do in PvP. You cursed him, right? He has Iron Maiden for 10 seconds. You curse him, especially because it's free. You just continuously curse him, which means every time he deals damage to you, he will be stunned. Like every 1 in 5, he will get stunned, which is awesome, because he hits you, gets stunned, he hits you, gets stunned. In that time, you have time to run away, you have time to heal, you have time to, I don't know, get some distance, to do more blood surges and stuff like that. So in PvP, this is an absolute gem. Get it if you can. This ancestral unique is absolutely awesome, because every time you get, oh sorry, little zombie, every time you heal beyond 100%, so beyond 100%, you get a barrier up to 60%. So this works even if you heal with your potion. Look, I get barrier, right? And also I get heal with blood surge, so like 5% of my maximum life each time I cast it. So this is awesome, because I also get barrier, so I get fortified and I get barrier also. So if you find this, use it, it's awesome. Also the boots, I still need to find something better. Mobs again. Anyway, let them kill themselves. Well, my minions get killed. You'll see why when I will show you the Paragon board. But again, they get killed. I use Army of the Dead. They are back up. Easy. I hate these fat guys. They are really annoying. Oh, unique. Nice. Got a unique. Anyway, where was I? So the boots. I just use them because I have some extra movement speed, that's all. The rest of it is literal crap. The Blood Battered Tooth Reaper. So I use two-handed scythes because I deal more damage. So more damage after each surge. I think it's best this way for now, but when I will get a good weapon and a good Thorns shield, I will replace it with one-handed and a Thorns shield, so I get more Thorns. Right now I'm just focusing on Blood Surge. So yeah, this is quite nice. Try to get here with like damage to close enemy and overpower damage and stuff like that, because it increases your main ability, which is Blood Surge, which is very nice. The ring, again, each percent of your maximum life you heal beyond 100%, so every time you heal beyond 100%, you deal more overpower damage. So this is extremely nice because, for example, this is the skill, right? You can even use a potion to heal level 100%. You run around, even in PvP, right? And then you jump to the enemy and boom, you deal a lot more damage to him. So you can use this. You can also like use other passives. Like I just like I'm working on a one-shot build in PvP. But anyway, even in PvE you are using this like crazy lots of times because they don't really deal that much damage to you because you are always fortified and you always have like barrier, 60% barrier. Again, this one is focused on the overpower, so whenever your broad skills of power, you gain like 47% attack speed for 4 seconds, which means you attack faster. You could also use the unique ring that like reduces your essence cost by 25 to 40% if you get a good roll on that. There's a ring, I think I have it in town, I removed it recently. And also this is what you place on your amulet, so this is the primary ability you want, that's why you place it on weapon, so you deal at least almost double damage with your skite, which is quite nice. So bam bam, you see, it hits twice. But the secondary one is related to thorns. So thorns damage dealt have 30% chance to deal damage to all enemies around you. So every time I deal thorns damage, or every time my minions deal thorns damage, it will be AoE damage, which is very very nice. Right, and I think that's it. So let's look at Book of the Dead. Here I sacrifice my golem, my blood golem, because this way I can get more life. So that's nice. You can also go for attack speed if you want, but I highly recommend you sacrifice the golem in this case because you have the choice of sacrificing your only defensive ability or your ultimate, which is not a real choice, really. And you also need Iron Maiden for this build. So I sacrifice my golem, skeleton mage, and again cold mages that generates me essence, because essence is crucial in a blood surge, because I have 100% essence, 100 essence, and each cast costs me 30. So I can only do this 3 times if I don't generate essence, right? So with the mages, I have 5 mages, which means each time all mages attack I get 10 essence. They attack 3 times, I can cast blood surge 1 time, which is awesome. For the minions, there's really no choice here. Defenders with extra turns, they inherit from 30% to 40% extra turns, which is awesome. You could also go for like Reapers with Reapers because they have better damage, but I think the damage is better with the Thorns if you are using a Thorn build, especially if you get the armor that gives Thorns. There's really no better choice, so just keep like Skeleton Warriors, Defenders. But anyway, enough talk. Let's just use I don't know. Oh, this was well, yeah, use this elixir if you can. Like crushing elixir, craft it and use it, because it's very nice. And now let's showcase this build in the most famous dungeon right now. And it's the most famous because you clear it fast. So it's Rotting Halls. I don't know if I can show you. I will show you after the showcase. I will show you where you can find it on the map if you don't know already. So anyway, look at my essence when I'm using Iron Maiden. So look at essence. Oh, they are dead already. Couldn't show you. So again, bam, full essence, jump, kill. Full essence, jump between them, kill them. Just try to look at my essence when I do Iron Maiden, so you can see what I'm talking about. So like I'm half essence, max essence. Easy. And also, even if I only stay like I stay put, you can see that my essence is getting regenerated very fast because of my mages. Anyway, let's kill this fat dude. Let's try again, look at my essence. Bam! Half of my essence regenerated really fast. But this essence generation only works the first time you curse a mob, so if you do it multiple times it won't work. You only need to do it one time. So one time, full essence, you jump between them and you just murder them. Shouldn't have done that. You can just, like in this case, we need to kill all enemies, but usually you can just run past the minions you haven't killed because they will just kill themselves. Because of the thorns. Nothing interesting. Yeah, this is a very short dungeon. I think that's why most people like to level here, because you do it really fast. Boom. Oh, an event. Nice. So as you can see, I'm not really using the hemorrhage too often, only when I like have no one to curse to get my essence back. Except that I'm not really using it. You will use it much more in PvP, because in PvP you will need to like regenerate much more essence. And also the blood orbs are absolutely awesome in PvP. So when you generate blood orbs, you can just run around, pick them up and heal. Let's kill these mobs around here. As you can see, the clear speed is quite fast, especially since I don't think I have that big level, so I don't have the latest gears I could use. Okay, event complete. Let's go around and kill people. So I need to slay Banes. Oh, another event. Well, let's do it. They can do this alone. I need to help them. Let's help them up. Wish they would just spawn faster. Oh, also this build is like extremely good if you just want to AFK. So like you can just wait around and let your minions kill most of the times. Also, as you can see, they are dying quite fast, and my minions also die quite fast. And I just remember that I haven't shown you the Paragon board, but so my Paragon board is focused on the blood skills, so Bloodbath, Guarded Advance, and Powerhouse. Only these three, because deals more damage, so like you get a lot more damage while healthy, more overpowered damage, more damage in general, but fortified, and you are always fortified. And then I am like running towards the minion build with the glib socket, so custody and overlord, so I can make my minions more sturdy, and especially on my skeleton minions. Well, my minions are dead, but they will get much better when they are going to like have some extra Paragon stuff, passives. Okay, let's go. As you can see, everything gets melted really quick. And here is the Bane of Eridu. Let's kill him fast. I hate fear. Okay, I think that's all. My poor minions. But anyway, that's why you use Army of the Dead and not the Bone Storm. What I hate about the Necromancer is that he doesn't really have any like movement speed abilities like mobility and stuff. That really is a big turn off. But so in PvP, like, you can't even chase rangers because they run. Like, I've had multiple people run from me and I couldn't catch them. They just like ran to town, which is annoying because you don't really lose a lot for PvPing. So I literally never ran from a battle in PvP so far. Because come on, what are you losing? You lose some red gems, and so what? Doesn't matter. So for people running in PvP, don't run. Just fight. Even if you are overpowered, even if you run. So I've had, like, when I was 55, I fought like 62 level people, and most people would have just ran, but I just fought them, and I think in half of the cases I actually killed them, because again, overpower can literally one shot if you are lucky. So if you get overpower and critical strike, you are just one shotting them. But anyway, this was the dungeon. Let's leave it so you can see what this dungeon is. People consider it the best dungeon for XP, so maybe that is so. So it's right here in Viserys, Vierez, something. So right here on the bottom right of the map, near Hawesar. So Vierez, and this is the dungeon, Ruins of Eridu, if you want to do it yourself. So anyway, let me just show you my Paragon board really quick, because I forgot to do that. So this, you just like select damage, because really, or you could also go for armor, but I just went for damage because close surge is my main thingy. Now guarded advance, like guarded advance and powerhouse. When you have to roll the Paragon board around, just do this guarded advance and powerhouse, because you deal much more damage. So 10% damage while fortified, another 10% damage while fortified when you have 270 willpower. Here again, 12.5 damage while healthy, 30% overpower damage. Again, working towards that one-shot build, which is awesome. Take all the rare node, magic nodes around, and also take the legendary node, because attacks that are guaranteed to overpower deal 50% increased overpower damage, which is like crazy, because you will deal like up top of everything. So every overpower damage you have on your gear, you will also deal extra 50%, which is very nice. Anyway, this is my Thorns build. It's still not complete because I don't have the armor, so I needed that, I don't know, razor something armor. I've seen it on the internet and one of my friends showed it to me. It was like level 87. As you see, I'm still like low in level because I actually have a life. But anyway, when I will get to 100, I can bet that I will beat like 75% of people in PvP when I meet one. What? Anyway, this is all for this tutorial. I hope I helped you guys a little, and I hope you guys like the build. I don't know, if you like my content, if you like necromancers in Diablo 4 and in Diablo 3 and in Diablo 2, because I like necromancers everywhere. I said that there's no necromancer in Diablo 1. But anyway, if you liked my content, if you like necromancers, please subscribe and, I don't know, follow me, like the video, whatever you want to do. And see you around for other tutorials. Bye bye and have a nice day. Necro forever.